Somewhere in the records of a crumbling institution, there's a patient file with a name, an admission date, and no discharge record. No transfer, no death certificate, no release form, just silence. Across North America and Europe, dozens of abandoned asylums share the same chilling story. Patients walked through iron gates and ceased to exist on paper. People imagined hidden tunnels, secret burials, and deadly experiments. The truth was worse. Governments, doctors, and a system erased inconvenient people. Picture 1890. A grand stone asylum rises at the edge of town. Iron fences, manicured lawns, and wide corridors promised calm and order. This was the Golden Age, funded by optimism and government money. The idea seemed progressive: treat the mentally ill and return them to life. But between the blueprints and overcrowded wards, something went terribly wrong. By the mid-20th century, institutions were boarded up, records scattered, patients dissolved into forgetfulness. Researchers found the same impossible gap. People entered and never formally left. Not escaped, transferred, or buried in documented graves. Just gone. Today we examine abuse, cover-ups, and why patients vanished from history. To understand the disappearances, you must understand what these institutions became. By the early 20th century, asylums were catastrophically overcrowded. Buildings for 300 patients often held over 1,000. Funding was slashed, staff skeletal, oversight nearly non-existent. Patients with manageable conditions became trapped in a bureaucratic maze. Admission was easy. Discharge was nearly impossible. Doctors held absolute authority, and absent families meant endless confinement. Families were told to move on. People were admitted and quietly forgotten. When closures came, records were transferred hastily, incompletely, or not at all. That is how a person disappears without any supernatural explanation. Journalists uncovered systemic bureaucratic erasure, not hidden tunnels or secret murders. At places like Willowbrook and Whittingham, documentation was so minimal lives became unrecoverable. Patients were assigned numbers and reduced to diagnoses instead of names. Family correspondence was discouraged, sometimes intercepted entirely. Former asylum cemeteries hold small numbered markers with no names. Researchers found vague death records, missing autopsies, and families never notified. Patients vanished into paperwork or into the absence of paperwork. Sometimes that absence was deliberate institutional self-protection. The most chilling moment happened not in darkness, but in government offices during deinstitutionalization. New medications arrived, and politicians discovered closing hospitals saved money. Patients were released rapidly, with almost no transition plans. After decades inside, they faced a world they no longer recognized. Many were handed small stipends and abandoned to fragile community care. Many became homeless or died on the streets without identification. The records linking those deaths to their admissions were fragmented across jurisdictions. The system erased people through indifference as much as malice. Ghost stories were easier to believe than bureaucratic negligence. Today, many asylums stand as ruins with collapsed roofs and overgrown cemeteries. Urban explorers, horror filmmakers, and ghost hunters now seek them out. These buildings were designed to make their inhabitants invisible. In decay, they became spectacles because of the silence they hold. Historians, advocates, and descendants are working to reverse that erasure. Archives, memorials, and genealogical research are restoring names to numbered graves. One name at a time, the disappeared are coming back. The lesson is human. Systems decide who matters, and society lets disappearance happen. The real mystery is how much happened in plain sight, and how long the world looked away. That documented history is more haunting than any ghost story. Has society learned, or are we repeating the same mistakes in new institutions? Share your thoughts below. If this changed your view, like and subscribe. Next time, we enter one of history's most secretive government programs. See you there.